Welcome to another and also the final bonus video. And of course, once again, I have Aquelix with me.
I'm going to be here for the rest of the journey.
That's right.
An exciting adventure for all. So this is the final bonus video? This is the final of Zeke?
Well, it's the final video that's entirely bonus stuff. The next video is also going to have some of that, but it's also going to have some main stuff.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a little column A, a little column B.
I've not seen Zeke in a long time. This is exciting.
Yeah, now that we finally cleared all the stuff, we can get back to like all the characters that had some of their stages locked behind really late levels.
So was that Zeke there just falling endlessly?
Yep,
That's so
he
sad.
just keeps coming back up.
Well, it's nice that he's found a way to come back every time, but it's still scary though.
Yeah, it is.
Could you imagine if there were 1,000 Zekes here originally, but now it's gone only to 5?
I mean, that would have been really hard to do in under 3 minutes.
That is very true. I feel more sorry for the Waddle Dees that are falling down here.
Yeah.
They just have no idea that what their impending doom is.
Well, if Zeke can keep coming back up, then I'm sure they've got some way to come back up as well.
Yeah. Oh, we can have a fight with the Waddle Dees down there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I had a lot of trouble with this part. I don't know why, but balancing these things is really hard sometimes.
It doesn't look too easy, actually.
But we got him.
We got him in the end. For once, it's not Prince Fluff dancing with us. That's a change.
Mm-hmm.
This is just our way to get back at the at all those people who are really giving us the old shakedown for our Waddle Dee treatment.
Everyone's so mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this LP turned out to be such a disappointment.
Yeah, I apologize for whatever my part might have been in this. You know, as the person who has to watch it all, whatever my part is this, I apologize.
The blood's on your hands too.
I did to try and stop you. I couldn't.
No.
What could I have done? Could I have edited the video while I was watching it? I don't think so, son boy.
I guess you could have refused to be on the video.
Actual protest.
Yeah.
I'm going on strike, Jordan. I'm going on strike. I can't handle this Let's Play anymore. That's it. I'm gonna press that stop button on the recording, and I'm gonna go on strike, and you can't stop me.
You know, the thing is, right?
Right.
Sometimes you can take your time and sort of stay inside and live your day the way you want it to, and sometimes you have to face reality. And Kirby's Epic Yarn is like an allegory of that.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it's really deep if you think about it. Also, I forgot about this Waddle Dee again.
A Waddle Dee again? Wow. A Waddle Dee really knows how to get catch Kirby off guard there. Pretty impressive, actually. I can appreciate a smart, shrewd Waddle Dee in this game.
I like this because Kirby keeps bouncing up above the success.
I just noticed the sound effect it makes as well, and the bob upwards. It has like a sound of rushing air. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I was actually sure that was going to be the sound of the jet stream, but it wasn't. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Oh, we can make our room look like the Butter Building as well. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I've not really seen much of our room lately. Well, not in this episode anyway.
It's because it hasn't changed much since since last time. There's still pancakes and a fizzy pop in the on the table.
It's gonna go bad at this rate. We have so much more food to choose from now.
Like, don't worry about it. Kirby makes fresh pancakes every day.
That'd be a nice morning routine, but I can never be bothered actually cooking on a morning.
It's an endeavor that I can respect. I don't see. Here's the thing: I love pancakes.
Yeah,
but I don't think I could. If I ate pancakes for breakfast every day, I don't think I would have the same appreciation for them.
No, of course it wouldn't, because our brains are hardwired to get bored of things over time. So if you keep eating the same thing every day, eventually you're just going to start hating it, because it doesn't give you that same buzz when you eat it for the first time.
So a while ago, we got to this stage in the main game, and you said it would be a really bad time if there was a Zeke stage in this level. Well, guess what? It's the final Zeke stage, no less.
They did it. They actually did it. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm getting some bad memories of old classic dark mechanics that I always never liked too much in video games.
It's actually surprisingly not too bad. Most of the Zeeks are hidden in, like, not obvious locations, but some of the, like, less... I guess none of them are hidden in the places where you wouldn't expect stuff to be in the first place.
Okay.
Like, when you go up those stairs, like, in the main level, there's stuff to find far away from the stairs, like if you jump off the stairs.
Yeah.
And you'd expect that maybe they'd hide some of the Zeeks there, but no, actually.
Okay.
That one's really sneaky, though. That one's easy to miss.
Well, like, it does make sense this is the final Zeke stage.
Yeah.
Like, it really makes sense.
It's definitely a good pick for final Zeke, for sure.
Yeah, not bad. At least it's thematic. But, you know, we were going back and talking about cooking earlier, but... about how I couldn't be bothered with it. But it's just like you ever get, like... It's... Whenever I actually, go to university or whatever every day... And I know, like, I always buy, like, a sandwich, but you can tell it's so much better value if you actually make your own. But it's just a case of, like, every morning I can't be bothered doing it. So
when I was doing an internship at a school where I had to travel by train roughly for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I had to get up at 6, and then really I could just made my own breakfast because it was never like that I woke up really tired. But for some reason, I just always decided to get food at the train station. And I would always get, like, really bad food, too. Like, some kind of chocolate croissant roll and something, I don't know. It was a mess.
No, I know that feeling. Yeah. For me, it's always the same. Like, there's a Sainsbury's near me, which is, like, a local convenience store. Mm-hmm. And they do a meal deal for £3, where it's, like, a sandwich, a drink, and it's a snack of some kind.
Yeah.
And I always get, like, carrot sticks, like a simple sandwich, like ham and bacon or something, and, like, a 750ml bottle of water.
Yeah.
The amount of money I could save is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's, like, different from buying a chocolate croissant, because that's really simple stuff you can just have in the house.
I know. It's, like, the worst thing. Because I know for a fact that there is no excuse for me to get this almost every day. So I'm just gonna chalk it down just to me being an idiot, and we'll just leave it at that. And maybe one day I'll finally not be lazy enough to actually cut some carrots. But when will that ever be?
I buy tiny bottles of semi-carbonated water a lot, which is really like buying carbonated water is the biggest waste of money I could imagine. And yeah, I do it all the time. But it's good because I always lose, like, my water bottles that I just have around the house. So I always have a steady supply of, like, bottles to put my tap water into.
I never liked carbonated water at all. I never liked it.
There was a time where I was, like, super not into carbonated water either, but nowadays it's, I don't know. I mean, fully carbonated water, I'm still like, that's kind of gross and really not nice to drink at all, but when it's just a little bit, I kind of like it.
I can't really explain it. It just has a strangely sour but tasteless experience, and it's too strange for me to enjoy.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
At least in my opinion, it is. That Beatrix stage was actually pretty cool. I like that.
That was a really neat one, yeah.
Yeah. I like the fireworks, although I feel like we should have had this level back when we completed the game. It's a bit of a wasted opportunity there, Beatrix. I'm going to be honest. Hot dogs.
They could have made a cool credit stage out of that, maybe.
Why is it only at the end of the game, when we're doing the bonus stuff, we start getting all the furniture which is food related? Because I kind of would appreciate having a veritable buffet.
Wait, what other game did that happen in?
No, I meant in this game. Did I say in all games?
You said always at the end. And this is the first time we've been at the end for this game, so...
No, I mean only in this game, don't worry. But it would be nice if in every single game, or at least in the games where it makes sense, that there is some sort of veritable food-related ending. I mean, every good game should end in a nice feast. because that's what the protagonist deserves.
Silent Hill has, like every Silent Hill game has the UFO ending. Why not mix it up a little? Maybe make it like a cake shaped like a UFO ending.
Yeah. With a little candle on top saying, good job, you bet the game. That would make me play Silent Hill.
A little pyramid head, like cake topper.
Is that barbed wire?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's chain link, but still.
That's such a weird wallpaper to have in a game where Kirby's yarn. Because barbed wire feels so like the antithesis of everything that is this game.
Yeah.
It's all metal. No one wants metal in the yarn Kirby game. Come on.
I mean, unless it's the kind of like the barbed wire that has like the like really thin layer of yarn around it, and then you're supposed to like shape it into stuff.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I know what you mean. You mean the pipe cleaners, as we call them.
I guess they're used for that, but I wasn't thinking of that specifically. But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When I was in school, we have a Christmas decoration that it's a bit early for Christmas, but regardless. Every single Christmas, we have a Christmas decoration that's like a little angel that I made in school. And literally all it is like a clothes peg with a pipe cleaner wrapped around it to make arms. And little bits of colourful glitter paper as wings. And it's like the best thing.
That's pretty creative.
It's the best thing. I don't know how creative it was, because I don't remember that class, but the fact that I still have it I still like it.
My favorite Christmas decoration that we have is this really tiny set of like Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and a reindeer. And they're like really tiny and they're really fat and they're made of ceramic. They're ceramic and it's really nice.
It'd be unfortunate to fall off the tree. And like what happens with all our Christmas decorations, because of our cats, of course.
Well, they're not supposed to actually go on the trees. They're just supposed to be on.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just stage again. This delightful Christmas romp. This one's probably going to take a while, isn't it?
This one's actually. I guess tough isn't really the right way to put it, but it's a lot more high maintenance than the regular version of the stage was, because if you don't keep winding up the thing in the middle, then the platform is going to start going too slow and you won't be able to make it to the end.
Oh god, yeah, you've got a time limit. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And this guy seems like he's required to win this one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think I get most of the beads. That's probably the only one I miss right there.
Okay.
And I barely make it.
Oh, I thought Beatrix was bopping along to the music, because I always liked that in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, where the Goombas and the enemies would jump to the music.
Yeah.
I always like that, and I think more games should do it. I'm a bit surprised this game actually doesn't do that kind of thing.
I would be okay with games doing it as long as they don't copy the weird music sound cues from New Super Mario Brothers, like the ha ha. Man.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I'm not sure how. If for some reason though, for the musical style of New Super Mario Bros. Compared to old Super Mario Bros., that moi pretty much cements how differently I regard the actual Mario series and the new Super Mario Bros. Series, because like two different game series to me now. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that, they have New Super Mario Bros. Worlds and New Super Mario Bros. But then they also have Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World going alongside it. It's bizarre.
Man, New Super Mario, it's so weird because most Nintendo properties are known for having, at the very least, like pretty good soundtracks. Mm-hmm. But New Super Mario Brothers, I couldn't even tell you what the main theme of that game sounds like.
I remember there was one particular track from the new Super Mario Bros. That I liked, but it was like the fast version. Like I think it's called the athletic theme. From the main theme. It's just like a faster version of the kind of that theme. But,
oh, okay, now I remember.
Yeah, that's the track I like from that game. But apart from that, it's really all ridiculously like boring. Like I don't remember any of the tracks in that game.
I am not a big fan of the new Super Mario Brothers games.
Nah, I mean, once you're comparing it to games like Mario Galaxy, then they had a lot to live up to anyway. But they didn't really even make anything that's really impressive in soundtrack-wise in that game. So a little disappointed.
In the new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii U, there's a single level in that game that has this really weird, like, painterly background. And that really drives home just how uninspired the rest of that game is. It's really painful.
It's painterly? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's really stylized, and it's like, it looks sort of watercolory. Mm-hmm. It's just so different from everything else, which is like all sterile and stiff and weird looking.
Yeah. It sort of reminds me of something a Yoshi's Island game would do, not Mario as well.
Yeah.
But I've not. To be fair though, I've only played the first New Super Mario Bros. And a little bit of the one for the Wii U. Mm-hmm. But apart from that, honestly, I haven't really played many of them.
In my opinion, I'm missing out on that much. This stage, by the way, this is like one of the few stages where I think taking hits every once in a while is the best option, because you're always moving forward, which means that even though usually when you get hit, all your beads like explode out of you. That's right. In this mode, it means that they're all sort of driven behind you for the most part, which makes it extremely easy to pick them all back up again. And sometimes the places where you get hit, or where you would get hit, are like prime positions for hitting the enemy. And that's why... And you need to like hit enemies here, because enemies drop a lot of beads in this stage. Yeah. It's a very strange one. So... I like it, all these speedrun tips. Yeah. Actually, no, that would make a lot of sense, though. It seems like it was a tactic you had to pretty much use there. Halberd fabric. It's entirely possible to clear that stage without doing that, but it's tough to not get hit to begin with in that one. Because I don't know if you noticed, but it was actually like the auto scrolling was sped up from the main stage, so it was really fast, and it's hard to not get hit. Oh man, I don't know if I've seen a level of this music before. Oh yeah, I have, but I love this music. I love this music though. It's really good. This is the final Beatrix stage, and it's actually quite a bit easier than the previous one, mostly because not getting hit in this one isn't quite the Herculean task that it was in the Halberd. You also have a quite generous time limit here, so yeah, it doesn't look too hard for the most part. Well, the time limit is never really the problem, because by the time you run out of time in both stages, you're already at the end anyway. So if you didn't get enough beads, you're not going to be getting any more. Do you ever find that, because I understand the Beatrix stages are good for actually grinding up for beads, but is there ever an excuse, or do you ever need to grind in this game to get every furniture piece and everything? You know, it's actually been a while since I've completed this game. Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously doing it now for the LP, but the last time I did it was a long time ago. But I don't remember having to grind beads at all, so if you just do all the levels and all the bonus stages, I think you have enough to buy everything. That's perfect. Yeah. Because I was watching, because out of nostalgia's sake, I decided to watch a bit of Simpsons Hit and Run gameplay. Mm-hmm. And I watched a speedrun of that game, 100%. Yeah. And there is a part where... in the process of the speedrun, the runner had to spend 25 minutes grinding coins. Jeez. Just so we could buy all of the costumes and cars. A speedrun? And a speedrun. I'm not kidding. What? That's ridiculous. It's the fastest way to get enough coins to get everything, is to just... There's this spot in the game where you have like a bunch of collectibles, and you can destroy them repeatedly to get about 100 coins. And you spent 25 minutes doing this. That's bizarre. I didn't watch it, but there was a Shenmue 2 speedrun at Summer Games Done Quick this year. And apparently a lot of it was just like redoing this one section of the game for whatever reason. I think that for the runs at SGDQ, they should really monitor like what games and what versions being run, or what version the run's being. Yeah. Because a boring run, no matter how impressive it might be, is boring. Please never do a Final Fantasy game at AGDQ again. Oh god, when did they do a Final Fantasy game? Every year! Like, every time they do a Final Fantasy game, it's ridiculous! I guess that's a testament to how much I never watch them. This is like, this year they did, I think, a Final Fantasy game and Chrono Trigger. Yeah, they seem to do Chrono Trigger every year as well. And there's one thing, and this is going to sound a bit controversial, but I'm not really a big fan of Chrono Trigger. Damn, hot takes coming through, everybody. Clear the room. I'm probably going to get like egg on my face for this in so many different areas of my life.
in the future because of this, but I'm just not a big fan.
No, I understand. I appreciate it because it has really nice sprite work.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of it either. I much prefer Chrono Cross.
Like, I get how the game is... I like the game in terms of its plot and its creativity, and of course its art style, but the gameplay does not suit at all for me. The gameplay just bores me, honestly. So, but there was a Chrono Trigger recently that just finished an essay, and I was reading a bit of that.
A Chrono Trigger LP.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say that. The crucial part.
The crucial part being, oh god.
You didn't say that it was an LP. You just said there was a Chrono Trigger on SA.
That is definitely my brain doing something there, because I swear to god I said that. Okay.
Alright, but carry on.
I guess when I look back at the recording, I'll just have some slight embarrassment later, and it'll kill me for the rest of my life.
There have been times when I said something weird on a recording, and I was like, I can't put this video out. This is ridiculous.
The amount of times I used to do that in Crash Bandicoot LP is top notch.
In the, I think it was in the last video, I said game instead of level at some point. And then to cement it, you got confused about it too. So I was like, no, we gotta scrap this entire recording. Actually, the whole LP. Just redo it from the start.
Oh gosh. Those were the days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last week. Really, really puts things in perspective.
Exactly. Oh man, it's this level again. I like this one.
Yeah. This is the final carry level. And it's actually, like, pretty easy, so it's weird. You think that, because of, like, the whole wind mechanic, you think it would be easy to make this difficult. But they actually don't really change it at all, so... I don't know, it actually ends up being pretty easy just because you don't have to put carry down or anything.
I appreciate that you can carry while you're in the umbrella. Yeah. At least. I mean, yeah, it's kind of necessary for this level, but I kind of had a feeling. I thought that you would not be able to do that, actually.
It is a little strange, yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I mean, it's kind of necessary, so...
I guess Kirby just, like, quickly ties the... Because you can see that he... like, the part of him that is his feet, so the red parts, sort of tie into a knot when he turns into an umbrella, so maybe he ties carry into that. Yeah,
that makes sense. What's this? Pink Waves? It's oddly playing for this stage of the game.
Yeah, it's very strange. They just kind of, like, mix and hustle what order the, like, you get the fabrics in. There's some really plain ones near the end.
I mean, after getting such wallpapers as Chain Link and
and Spooky Ghost
and Punk Rock. Oh yeah, we got a Spooky Ghost one too. I want that.
That was a pretty good one.
They're all really good ones. Oh man, it's Buster. It's Buster.
Oh, maybe I'll put the Spooky Ghost one on the wall. I mean, I guess that signifies all the Wildies that have fallen just as well as the Wildie wallpaper does.
Exactly.
The waddle paper, if you will.
And at least this time we have most of these just guards this time.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a stage all about throwing swords. That's kind of fun.
I mean, yeah. If you have a sword, what else are you gonna do with it?
I wonder.
There's a good way to mix it up in a JRPG, because you always have. Or at least, for example, Final Fantasy, you have, like, your warriors and your thieves, and then, like, your berserkers, and then white mages, black mages, and summoners. But what about having someone that throws swords?
It's kind of... I'm trying to think if there's an example from one of the Final Fantasy games that has more jobs than the standard ones, but... No, I've not personally heard of any that actually throw daggers and stuff. Apart from maybe the ninja. The ninja counts.
Yeah, but I mean, daggers, that's baby stuff.
Yeah, but ninjas can throw any weapon. At least in most FF games.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's not a regular attack, I guess is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But it should be a regular attack.
Because if Waka from Final Fantasy X can make Blitzballs come back, rebound to him, then I'm sure someone can make a sword come back to him. Or maybe, like, a lance. You could like, bend a lance, turn it into a boomerang a little bit.
Yeah, the ninja from Final Fantasy V is basically what you're describing, though, because he has the saw blade weapons that you can throw and they come back. I forgot what they're called. The half moon, I think, is one of them. I forget.
That just doesn't sound as cool.
What, ninja doesn't sound as cool? Okay, I guess so. Ninjas have lost their luster for me since my teenage years, so...
It's all about pirates now, boy.
Even pirates.
Oh.
I've been exposed to too many pirates. In my university, there's literally a pirate society, and it's the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
That does... What do they do?
Alright. So, apparently, it's rumored that they used to organize, basically pirating other societies' events, so they talk with the organizers of other societies, and then just go there, and just be pirates at other societies' events. But apparently that got banned, so...
Yeah, that sounds exceedingly obnoxious.
Yeah, that got banned, so it turned into them just hanging out wearing pirate outfits, seeing Ailstorm, like, once a year, and drinking rum in a pub where they actually get 20% off, which is kind of good, I guess.
Is it a pirate-themed pub?
No, it's just a regular old pub. I mean, it's Manchester.
Yeah.
But the thing is that one of my friends decided to join, and she was there, and basically just everyone ignored her. It's like in those kind of like insular friend groups where you can't get into it because everyone's so obsessed with themselves, or everyone's really in such a coherent and insular group that they don't really open up to anyone. So it's just kind of awkward. It was just a bunch of loud people just being loud. It's not my scene.
That's pirates, alright.
Yeah, but I don't find pirates to be that cool anymore, really. So what cliche should I find cool now? What should I do?
Anime.
Anime, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What about anime pirates or anime ninjas? Would those still be cool, or will those be not cool?
I mean, I can tell you that both the animes about anime pirates and anime ninjas are just in general not very cool. So let me tell you about Black Cat instead.